Hey guys, Coach Logan here again. This time I want to try to do a video where I want to do a video where I try to break 3,000 puzzle rating on ChessKid. I got it up to 2992 last night, so let's see if I can cross the 3,000 threshold. Okay, so this looks like an endgame problem. These ones tend to be either pretty fun or really frustrating, so let's see. Okay, so knight to g1 is attacking our rook on a3 over there. I feel like with the bishop, the rook, and the pawn in this configuration, there should be some sort of potentially some mating ideas. If we play rook a1, that pins the knight. They don't really have a great check on us if we do that, so rook a1 seems very tempting. Rook a1, let's see, if king to c1, can we play king to b3 there? With the threat of playing d2 check. If they play rook to b5 check, then I think we have bishop to b4. And I think that looks pretty rough for them. I think that pin is really nasty. If we play, so just making sure, rook a1, king to c1, and I'm trying to think what else they could play. All right, so rook a1, they could also do king to d2 with the idea of, okay, I'll let you take my knight, but I'm going to get rid of your pawn, and then good luck checkmating with a rook and a bishop versus a rook and a pawn. So rook a1, king to d2 is a possibility, but then maybe we have king c4 check, which defends the pawn. It's a discover check, defends the pawn. We're attacking the knight still. If they then play king c1, I think we can still play king b3. And I think rook b5 is well met with bishop to b4, after which the threat of d2 is renewed. Yeah, I think it's got to be rook a1. Okay, king c1, and then yeah, I think it's king b3 here's what I liked. Threatening pawn to d2 with check. That essentially wins the game. I'm just not seeing it for white. I see one check, rook to b5, we play bishop b4. Okay, well, we just take. All right, 2298, so now that got us 6 points, so we're 2 points away. All right, we'll do one more. Hopefully just one more. Hopefully this is the one that gets me there. Okay, so let's see what's going on in this problem. We're down a rook, but we have 3 attacking pieces. There's immediately, I'm noticing some knight f6 potentialities, forking the king and the queen. Let's see. So like if, because I know we also have discover checks with the knight, but I don't know if there's one right off the bat that's going to be too great. But let's say we start with knight f6 check. That forces g takes f6, otherwise we're taking their queen. Or maybe even mating them if they, I guess if they go to h8, we have knight f7. So knight f6 check forces g takes f6. Which might seem like, well, why would you force that? But that does open more lines on the king. So then if we were to do something like knight f5 check, maybe they just go king g8, and I'm not seeing. It would be great there if we had like a way to get our queen in immediately, but I don't quite see that. So but actually, okay, so if we go knight f6 check, g takes f6, what if we then go knight to g4 with the discover check on the king? If the king were to go to g8, we have knight to f6 check, which forks the king and the queen, which should be winning. We'll be left in that position with a queen for a rook and a bishop. And if they play after knight f6 check, g takes f6, knight to g4 with the discover check, if they play king to g7, then we have queen h6 check. King has to go to g8, and then knight f6 is winning. Yeah, I think this does it. I think knight f6 is the start, and then followed by knight g4 check. Yeah, sometimes it's tricky to see pieces going backwards. And then, yep, I'm pretty sure here we just go knight takes f6. Hey, there we go. All right, I broke 3,000. That one didn't seem too hard, to be honest. I don't know. Sometimes at the lower levels I got some harder ones, but I'm sure that I'll get some difficult ones as I try to make it to 4,000. Okay, all right. I'll see you guys next video.